Our planet teems with life. From the smallest insects to the largest whales, a vast array of species makes up our natural world. This incredible variety of life is what we call biodiversity. It's the intricate web of relationships between all living things, a delicate balance that sustains our ecosystems. Biodiversity is essential for a healthy planet. Each species plays a unique role, contributing to the overall functioning of ecosystems. Bees pollinate our crops, ensuring food security. Trees clean our air and provide oxygen. Wetlands filter our water, protecting us from floods. Imagine a world without the vibrant colors of coral reefs, the majestic roar of lions, or the intricate patterns of butterfly wings. Losing biodiversity means losing this incredible richness and the vital services these species provide. It weakens the web of life, making our planet more vulnerable to environmental threats. Protecting biodiversity is not just about saving individual species. It's about safeguarding the future of our planet and ensuring the well-being of generations to come.
Human activities are putting immense pressure on wildlife and their habitats. Our growing population, increasing consumption and unsustainable practices are driving species towards extinction at an alarming rate. Deforestation, driven by agriculture, logging and urbanization, is destroying the homes of countless species. Forests, once teeming with life, are being cleared at an alarming rate, leaving behind fragmented landscapes that can no longer support their original biodiversity. Pollution from industrial activities, agricultural runoff and plastic waste is contaminating our air, water and soil. This pollution poisons wildlife, disrupts ecosystems and threatens the delicate balance of our planet. Poaching and illegal wildlife trade are decimating populations of elephants, rhinos, pangolins and countless other species. Driven by greed and fueled by demand for exotic pets, traditional medicines and luxury goods, these activities are pushing some of the world's most iconic species to the brink.
The consequences of our actions are evident in the growing list of endangered species. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, over 28% of assessed species are threatened with extinction. The Javan rhinoceros, once widespread in Southeast Asia, is now critically endangered, with fewer than 75 individuals remaining. The African elephant, an icon of the savanna, is facing a poaching crisis. The hawksbill sea turtle is critically endangered due to entanglement in fishing gear and illegal trade. These examples highlight the urgent need for conservation action.
Chan. Section 5. Hope on the Horizon. Conservation Success Stories. Despite the challenges, there is hope for the future. Conservation efforts around the world are making a difference. The mountain gorilla has seen its population recover thanks to conservation efforts. Anti-poaching patrols and habitat protection have helped safeguard this primate. The black-footed ferret was reintroduced to the wild after a captive breeding program. The humpback whale has made a remarkable recovery since the whaling moratorium. These stories show we can make a difference.
Section 6. Every action counts. Protecting our planet's future. The future of our planet's biodiversity rests in our hands. Each of us has a role to play in protecting our planet's incredible array of life. We can make conscious choices as consumers, opting for sustainable products, reducing our consumption of single-use plastics, and supporting companies that prioritize environmental responsibility. We can reduce our carbon footprint by walking, cycling, using public transportation, and choosing energy-efficient appliances. By reducing our reliance on fossil fuels, we can help to mitigate climate change, one of the biggest threats to biodiversity. We can support conservation organizations working on the ground to protect endangered species and their habitats. By donating our time, resources, or expertise, we can contribute to the fight to save our planet's biodiversity. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, we can collectively create a more sustainable future for all.
Section 7. The Power of One, Making a Difference for Wildlife. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the environmental challenges we face. However, it's important to remember that every individual has the power to make a difference. Start by educating yourself about the environmental issues facing your local area. Learn about the threats to local wildlife. the importance of preserving natural habitats, and the ways in which you can get involved. Share your knowledge with others. Talk to your friends, family, and colleagues about the importance of conservation. Encourage them to make sustainable choices and to support conservation efforts. Use your voice to advocate for change. Contact your elected officials to express your support for environmental policies that protect wildlife and their habitats. Remember, even small actions can have a ripple effect. By making conscious choices and inspiring others to do the same, you can contribute to a more sustainable future for all.
From awareness to action. Supporting conservation efforts. Supporting conservation efforts doesn't require grand gestures. There are many ways to get involved, from volunteering your time to donating to reputable organizations. Volunteer at a local wildlife rehabilitation center. Volunteer at an animal shelter. Volunteer at a conservation organization. Your time and skills can make a real difference in the lives of animals in need. Participate in citizen science projects. By contributing data to scientific research, you can help scientists track wildlife populations. You can help monitor environmental changes. You can help inform conservation efforts. Support sustainable businesses and organizations that prioritize environmental responsibility. By choosing to spend your money consciously, you can support companies that are working to protect our planet. Spread awareness about conservation issues on social media. Share information about endangered species. Share information about environmental threats. Share conservation success stories with your network.
A shared responsibility, securing a future for wildlife. Protecting our planet's biodiversity is not just the responsibility of governments and conservation organizations. It's a shared responsibility that requires the collective action of individuals, communities, and nations. We need to work together to create a more sustainable future, one where humans and wildlife can coexist in harmony. This requires a fundamental shift in our relationship with the natural world, recognizing that we are part of nature, not separate from it. We need to move away from unsustainable practices that are destroying our planet's natural resources and embrace sustainable solutions that protect our environment for generations to come. We need to prioritize the well-being of all living things, recognizing that the health of our planet is inextricably linked to our own health and well-being.
Investing in our future. The importance of conservation funding. Conservation efforts require significant financial resources. Protecting endangered species, restoring degraded habitats, and combating wildlife crime are costly endeavors that require ongoing investment. Governments around the world need to prioritize conservation funding, recognizing that investing in the protection of our planet's biodiversity is an investment in our own future. Private donors and foundations play a crucial role in supporting conservation efforts. By providing funding for research, conservation programs, and public awareness campaigns, they can help to bridge the funding gap. Innovative financing mechanisms, such as green bonds and impact investing, can help to mobilize private capital for conservation efforts. Investing in conservation is not an expense, it's an investment in our planet's future. By providing the necessary resources, we can ensure that future generations inherit a healthy and vibrant planet.
A call to action. Speak up for wildlife. The time for action is now. The future of our planet's biodiversity hangs in the balance, and it's up to us to tip the scales in favor of conservation. Speak up for wildlife. Let your voice be heard. Contact your elected officials, support conservation organizations, and share your passion for nature with others. Educate yourself and others about the importance of biodiversity and the threats it faces. Knowledge is power, and the more we understand about the challenges, the better equipped we'll be to address them. Make conscious choices in your daily life that reduce your impact on the environment. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. Together, we can create a future where wildlife thrives, ecosystems are healthy, and our planet is a vibrant and resilient home for all. The time to act is now. Let's make our voices heard for the sake of all life on Earth.